Hey guys, so in this video, I wanted to do my oh, my top 10 my top 10 favorite Harry Potter characters with a couple of honorable mentions. So this is actually going to be in order from you know from I'm gonna start from 10, like my my 10 spot, and then I'm gonna make my way up to my number one. Um, okay, so let's see. Okay, so my number 10 spot is for Lucius Malfoy. I know he's evil, but like, he fine, bro. Like, you can't admit, like, long hair just does something to me. I'm just kidding. But, no, I can't stand Draco. And I know I'm gonna get so much backlash for that, but like, he's just so whiny. And I'm just like, shut up, bro. His dad is just so like, what up? So I'm just like, so yeah, he's number 10. Number 9 is Professor McGonagall. I absolutely love her. She just, I know she's like really like straight down to the book, and she just really like boom boom, but like she, under all of that, like she's very caring and like loving, and just like, you know, she has another side to her that I don't think people necessarily see all the time. But I just love her. I love who plays her. Like, I love her as a character. Um, Number 8 is Bellatrix Lestrange. Bellatrix Lestrange. Okay. She. Okay. I can't stand her. Obviously, she killed Sirius and Dobby, and she, like, fucked up Neville's parents, and I don't even know. Like, she's just all around an asshole. Like, I fucking hate her. Like, the shit that she's done. The only reason she's in my top 10 is because I love Helena Bonham Carter. Like, you guys don't even understand, like, how much I love her. And I love her as an actress. And it's just like, I think she played her really well. Like I said, like, characters don't always have to be good to be a good, to be a really good character. Like, you know what I mean? Like, they can be evil, but how the actor portrays them can be like super good, and you're just like, damn, like I gotta give that to him, you know what I mean? Like, everybody cannot stand Umbridge, but she was played very well. She was portrayed very well, even though she was an asshole. So yeah. But I love Bellatrix. I think she's like, I just, I love her character, like how she portrayed. I don't like the things that she's done, but yeah. So number 7 is Sirius Black. He, I'm kind of sad because I feel like he should have had, I just wish he had more time, like, in the movies, you know what I mean? Like, I feel like he was killed off really quickly, like, you know, he was, you know, he was in the, the Prisoner of Azkaban, but you didn't really see him until, like, the end, and then, like, sort of, and then, like, the fourth, I don't even think he was in the fourth one. I think in the Goblet of Fire, he would just show up randomly, like in fucking fireplaces and shit. And in the fifth one, you see him mostly, but then he gets killed off, and you're just like, what the fuck? Like, how are you gonna do this to me? But I really like him. I love Gary Oldman. Like, he is a wonderful actor, and I feel like he portrayed him very well. So yeah, I just really love his character. Number 6 is Lupin. I love Lupin so much. Y'all don't even understand. I don't know why I love him. I just love his character. I love how he's just so like protective over Harry. Like he's so like just got like that like he's got like that really masculine kind of attitude where like he's super protective, like super strong, but at the same time like he's got this other side to him that like yeah, he's like that, but he's super sensitive, super emotional, and he's just like I feel like he's like the best of both worlds. And so I absolutely love him. And it's weird because I feel like he's at number 6 and I feel like he should be higher, but at the same time the other characters that are above him, I feel like I have more of a connection to, but I don't love him any less. Um, so number 5 is Molly Weasley. she, I love her so much. I love how she is just so motherly. She's so loving, but she'll still get on your ass. And I just love how badass she is. Like, especially like obviously at the ending, in the end. But I just love how she just is as a person. I love her character. Um, I don't know. I just feel like she's a really good mom, and I just love that. Um, and number 4, it's not really one character, but I just wrote down like the trio, because I just love them all together. Like I don't specifically like one over the other. Like if I had to choose, it would probably be like Hermione, Ron, and then Harry. Like I know that's fucked, but I love Harry. Like obviously, like he is the main character. Like he's obviously the reason for the movies. But I don't know. I feel like he's just like my least of the trio, and I just love like Emma Watson. Like hello. So yeah. And then number 3 is Dumbledore. I love Dumbledore. Um, Personally, I liked the first 2 movies. I just love Richard Harris, and it made me sad that he passed away. And it made me sad that he wasn't going to continue to, be able to make the rest of the movies. I don't hate Michael Gambon. I just think, like, the goofiness and the bubbliness of what Richard Harris portrayed, like, I feel like he wasn't necessarily a better Dumbledore. I just feel like he kind of portrayed him more of like how so like he was in the books, where I feel like Michael Gambon, like I feel like I mean it makes sense because as the books start going on, it does get more serious. But I feel like he's not as like bubbly and kind of goofy as like Richard Harris portrayed him, which I mean it wasn't a bad Dumbledore. Like don't get me wrong, like that shit fucking depressed me. Like when he died, like he was a great Dumbledore, but I don't know. I just really, really wish we could have seen Richard Harris like doing that shit. But yeah, so Dumbledore's my 3rd. Number 2 is Snape. I know he's an asshole. Like he's just that hair though. I don't understand, man. The hair. But no, I feel like he's complicated, and I really like him, and I feel like he. I feel like I want to like understand more about like what he's gone through as like a child, like because like that's I think what made me like really pissed off at James was because he bullied Snape a lot, and I get it that people want to be like, well, Snape's an asshole, blah blah blah, and I get that, but like at the same time, like he kind of had every right to retaliate because James was being a fucking prick. Like I'm sorry, I really do not like him, and I feel like I'm not saying that it was okay for Snape to act the way he did or to you know be a jerk to Harry, because technically it's not Harry's fault, you know what I mean? That like, you know, that how his dad acted like towards him. So I don't feel like he should have acted that way towards Harry, but at the same time, like I get the bitterness and the betrayal and the just all the shit that he had to deal with, growing up. And I don't know, I just want to learn like more about him. I want to, and that kind of goes on more for like with Lupin and basically all the characters that I like just named. Like I feel like I want to know more about like things that they've gone through because they're just so interesting to me. Um, but yeah, so I really love Snape, and I don't like the way he treated Harry because, like I said, I don't feel like it was right for him to treat Harry that way because of how James treated him. But I still love him as a character, and I feel like he's misunderstood, and I feel like, and it's the same with Lucius. I feel like they're both like really misunderstood, and I feel like they weren't completely assholes. You know what I mean? I feel like they were Bellatrix, man, she's just a bitch, but I feel like Lucius and Snape, I feel like Lucius and Snape, I feel like they've gone through a lot of shit, and I feel like they're just really misunderstood people, which is why I really love them. Because I love misunderstood people. Because I'm misunderstood. But anyway, so my favorite character all time, and this may shock y'all, because nobody really ever says this in their top 10, and let alone their top favorite character. But my favorite character of all time in Harry Potter is Hagrid. And I know that's weird. Well, it's not really weird. I don't know, people hate Hagrid. But I just love Hagrid. Like, he's just amazing. Like, he's obviously been there since he was a baby for Harry, and he's like a fucking gentle giant. And I'm kind of a sucker for a guy with a beard, I'm lesbian, but I love beards. I think they're, like, awesome looking. And I just feel like I feel like really comfortable around men that have beards. I feel like they're super nice people, but like I I don't know, I've just always loved Hagrid. Like ever since I first saw Harry Potter, like I literally was just like I love him. Like he just like he's just such a gentle giant, and I love him so much. I don't know. It's hard for me to explain why he's a favorite character because there's just so many things like you know I love how like protective he is, and I just love how goofy he is, like how funny he is, and how just like I don't know, he's just there, but he's just like a really cool presence that you like want to hang out with. I guess I don't know. That's just me personally. But yeah, so those are my top 10, and I have let me see yeah, four honorable mentions. I guess that I do love them, and they're actually in my top, but they just weren't in my top enough to make, top 10. Um, but there's Ollivander. I love Ollivander, and I know he was mostly prevalent in like the first movie, and then fuck, six. I forgot. I don't know, but I don't know. I just really love, like who I don't know. I just thought he like played the character like very well, and I don't know. I just really love his character. The fact that he sells wands, like hello. Um, and then Nymphadora talks. Um, the only reason she is not in my top 10 is because she wasn't that prevalent in the movies. And I feel like it's hard because you don't know much about her. But what I've seen of her, I feel like she's an awesome character. Like, I just love how she is. But it's just hard to be like, because I don't know, we don't know that much about her. And then, Arthur Weasley. I love Arthur. But then again, he didn't make it in my top 10 strictly because of the other ones I just have more of a connection with. And, you know, but I do love Arthur. I think he's a great character. I think he's a really good dad. And I just love how he's so interested in, like, things that you shouldn't be interested in, kind of thing. And then my last one is Trelawney? Fuck, I always butcher her name. But I love her too. She's just, I love, like I was saying in my other video with Funko Pops, is that She is just so goofy. Like, she's like, you kind of are like, who is she? You know what I mean? Like, what, who are you? You know what I mean? She's kind of like, huh. You know what I mean? Like, she doesn't have a super big role, but like, the parts that she played, it was kind of like, you just love, like, how she just was just so goofy and just like, you know, what are they doing in there? Anyway, so, yeah. But those are my, oops, sorry about that. Those are my top 10 characters, and I will probably do my least favorite top 10 characters, I guess. I don't know, I gotta write that down, but um, yeah, that's gonna be fun. Um, but yeah, so those are my top 10, and yeah, so yeah, but I'll see you guys later. Bye.